Get this, it's 105 degrees and we're about to hit sunset. Pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
Hopefully things are going well for you guys. As for me, welcome to the Gamer Man's Lounge, and today we're going to be taking a look at the games of today because there is a release that released this year, and the theme is water and swimming in pools and wandering around in pools. And that's the thing, and this is the focus on today's theme when it comes to Modern Game View. And today's Modern Game View, it's a story about wandering around in a liminal environment, but you're surrounded by water, so you should be really cooled off, especially when it comes to that 105 degree temperature. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you a game where you wander around the pool rooms. Pools. There has been a big boom of backrooms games, but there are a few that stood out, such as Subliminal, Escape the Backrooms, and Dreamcore. Escape the Backrooms might still be stuck in early access for longer. Dreamcore at least has a demo available for everyone, but development is still going on as it should, and Subliminal, which I kept seeing on TikTok, is yet to get a release date. Can't wait for that game to come out, as I anticipated the game at the most, but hey, it's better for the 3 to take as much time as pleased, rather than ending up with rushed products. For the time being, we do have something that is out now and finished, and I saw someone play it on a TikTok livestream that said, let's talk about Pools. Pools is a 2024 indie game themed around liminal spaces trends, with most focus towards inspirations from the pool rooms. That's right, unlike a majority of games recently taking inspiration from the backrooms, this game focuses on the themes similar to the pool rooms, more rather. Just like the pool rooms, Pools enters you into a mysterious liminal environment that surrounds you with water. You take the role of an anonymous person who falls into the pool rooms, and your goal is to proceed your way further by tracking down the exit. So the only way out seems to be forward, right? You end up operating a camera in which you can zoom in and out, you can walk and sprint, and that's just it. It's a walking simulator, however, the design, presentation, and graphics are the most focused, and I will say this. The game is a damn well cool, trippy, fascinating, and great to look at masterpiece, do not get me wrong, and it just doesn't stop there. The water effects and interactivity are a great attention to detail related addition. Don't forget to turn on the water interactivity options in the settings. Also, you do have the addition of DLSS and FSR. And since we're already on that part of the discussion, the game is surprisingly optimized really well. I never noticed any frame dips, and when it comes to isolated cases of micro-freezing, it would just be to load some special things if you're on the right path. This is another game that is surprisingly optimized well, as the game is built on the Unity engine. I know, it's crazy. As admitted by the developer, the game will not have monsters chasing you and jump scares. It is just you and the environment. It is rather an exploration game and walking simulator, but the chapters consist of navigating mazes and tracking down the exit. Actually like a basic maze game with an oddly atmospheric and fascinating series of environments. Even though the game will never throw threats at you, the game can have its share of uneasiness and intensification of its strange and, at most, dark environments. Many will end up being freaked out most times. There would be a strange but fascinating display from here and here. Especially, there would be slides where you could go down either for fun or to progress further. Also, there are sections of gravity-defying shenanigans. Also, there are some decorative decisions such as pool rings, big inflatable duckies, inflatable flamingos, and etc. Also, expect some strange things like, for example, a pair of hands that at one point end up just guiding you when you're going in the wrong direction. Pools is technically a horror-themed game, considering the developer admitting it involves stressing you on getting lost and wandering on abnormal and isolated maze-like areas. but it does have a strange sense of soothing and easygoing for some reason. Even though you found the right path to the exit, there's more to each chapter that should be explored from left and right. You will end up with tendencies to fool around and admire the scenery more. Also, let's not forget about the stellar sound presentation. The water and ambience, windy sounds when you fall, echoes, movement, and etc. The sounds of satisfaction are present in this game. On my playthrough, I ended up getting confused about the branching paths and have a hard time making up my mind on which direction. I would also find myself lost in the later chapters because I decided to go down the slides. I got carried away. There would be these balance boards and ledges that would have a big hole where I would think the way forward is the leap of faith, only to then be reminded that I was wrong. I would have my share of awkwardness navigating some environments, but I do see where people would freak out most of the time. For under $10, it's a walking sim that may be short, but it's sweet. As a matter of fact, the environments are admirable, and wandering around is a strange kind of relaxing. Because of this, it is a replayable experience from time to time. I do have one thing I want to say about the game. I hate how you are having to fight with the graphics settings to keep the changes made because it would not save at times. I noticed some players ask for VR mode, and the game definitely should, with the option to duck your head and swim underwater. If pools decide that in the future, that would be really cool. That said, I rally behind people wanting the VR mode for pools. Pools is focused towards exploration with more focus towards admiring the liminal scenery. Nothing chasing you and jumping at you. You just wander, go down the slides, jump off the balance beam, wander around the water, and sit down for a breather. It is a game where it is actually chill. You can escape and wind down. It's also a really immersive experience, to say the least. As stated, it is under $10 for this short and sweet package. Treat this as wandering around those strange artistic exhibits, but you also have some interesting attention to detail moments to add in. It is recommended, but seriously, this game should have VR options with the ability to swim and go underwater. This game is recommendable. I understand pools is supposed to, freak you out because you're wandering around in some weird, out-of-nowhere, liminal space environment. But really, at the same time, I don't know what's going on with me, or it might have something to do with, I kind of view the pool rooms as something fun where you can, swim around in. That's the thing. And when it comes to the graphics and environments of pools, it's strangely fascinating and actually really soothing. Now, I do understand the scary aspect of it. Okay, it's meant to be scary in a way of when you get lost or when the environment comes out liminal, it comes off off-putting and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what's going on with me. I just find it relaxing when it comes to the environments because I think water. And when it comes to video games and water physics, I get fascinated about that. I wonder why. Okay, maybe it might have something to do with the summer weather by the time I'm recording this, but hey, it is the way that it is. And you know what? That said, that is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.